All eyes on Doge. Big runner. To the moon. Whew. Doge still going up. All eyes on Doge. Still big runner. To the moon. Keep going up. Going up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. Up. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin. Up. Movement in Doge. Dogecoin. 42.69. All eyes on Doge. Dogecoin.
Hey everybody, Kriss here. Can you guys hear me? Because I can't hear myself. Did that intro play? I got nothing on this side, but I had to get started. Tell me in the chat, am I on? Am I live? Thank you, Charles. Somebody help me, please. It's been a week, I know. And nothing's happened, right? Nothing's happened in the past week. So, but we're here. We're live. How's everybody doing? We've got 9.5 cent Doge. We got up to about 9.75 after this crazy run. We'll talk about that today because everybody was expecting the price to go down and it did the opposite. So, hey, we'll take it, right? We'll take it. Price didn't go down, it went up. So we'll take it. And Bitcoin is at 69. Bitcoin at 69. It's in the yellow box. I know. Bitcoin is in its yellow box. Dogecoin is not. Its yellow box is up here. So right when I thought that Dogecoin was holding its own and doing better than Bitcoin, which I did say in this morning's video, nope, that didn't happen. Not today. Not today. But hey, that's okay. We got a long ways to go with this whole thing. We'll talk about a little bit about Iran. We'll talk about the stock market. We'll talk about Bitcoin. We'll talk about crypto. How are you all doing? You doing all right? Everybody okay out there? Good. Good. So I look at the top 10 cryptos and I see this thing called Dogecoin here, still at number 9. But yet in the comments, we got people saying, oh, Doge is dead. Doge's already going to zero. Doge is nothing. And I'm like, it's still a top 10 crypto. It's still right here. So I don't know what those guys are looking at, but I'm just like, it's still a top 10 crypto. So we continue to talk about, why do I talk about Dogecoin? Why not, right? There's a lot of Bitcoiners out there. I think Doge is a lot of fun. And we got a nice community of Doge holders here, Doge lovers. And one day, I'm going to have 1,000 people on this stream because Dogecoin is going to be going crazy. And it's going to happen. So we just bide our time, we hang out, we talk about burgers and stuff, right? We talk about burgers and stuff. You started talking about burgers during Tom's stream. Oh my God, that's funny. Yeah, I did not have time to join Mr. Tom Crown today. Way too busy doing other stuff. But we're here now. Yeah, stuff. Bitcoin at 69K. Look at that. Bitcoin 69K. ETH, XRP, Dogecoin rebound 2% despite the Iran airstrike campaign. Why did crypto go up? Everybody thought crypto was going to be tanking because of the war stuff. And it's like, A-Star, Tron is used. Tron is used like a ton. And also, they have a stable coin too. So the Tron is used and flipped back and forth with the stable coin. And that's what Doge needs. Doge needs that as well. A Dogecoin stable coin, its own stable. And maybe Doge OS will be the path, right, to do all that stuff. So we'll be seeing that, what's going on there. So what happened today? Well, we'll just get right to it, right? This is absolutely insane. Bitcoin is now up 11% since Jane Street was sued for market manipulation. Today, Bitcoin pumped over $4,000 in just over 2 hours after the US market opened. We didn't see a 10 o'clock in the morning slam or manipulation or any of that going on. Even with war headlines everywhere, Bitcoin is holding strong, unlike earlier when it used to dump almost daily with zero negative news. And today we have negative news and the price went up. So what's going on, guys? Bitcoin is surging as geopolitical tensions rise in the Middle East. Price has climbed over $4,000 in the last 2 hours alone, approaching 70K for the first time in 7 days. Traders are now treating Bitcoin as a safe haven asset. We may have hit the bottom. Interesting. I'm guessing maybe we're not bottomed yet. We got a long ways to go. I mean, this whole Iran thing, I mean, maybe the US thought with their superior air power and all of that, they could get this thing done in 2 days. And now they're talking like 4 weeks. Big difference between 2 days and 4 weeks, right? So, but this morning, it looked like this thing's not going to last long and people were buying crypto. I posted on X, if you guys saw my post, when everybody thinks it's going to go up, it goes down. Then when everybody thinks it's going to go down, it goes up. And what does that mean? Leverage traders get wrecked each way. That's right. Leverage traders get wrecked each way. We had over the last 24 hours, $395 million in liquidations, Bitcoin, 169 million alone in Bitcoin. Leverage traders around town. Nice to see you as well. Welcome. So the shorts were getting taken out today. Those that were betting on the crypto prices going down, nope, crypto prices went out and took out a bunch of shorts. Hundreds of millions of dollars. So that game continues. And now we're seeing a little weakness here in trading right now. Bitcoin is still holding up, but everything else seems to be kind of coming down. So we will watch that throughout the stream. Is Bitcoin cheap? Do you guys think Bitcoin is cheap? Bitcoin's at 69K. Is it cheap? This graph says Bitcoin's cheap. But I know none of you are buying Bitcoin at 69K. You're waiting for very cheap, right? I want everything very cheap. I want this blue zone. Let's get down to the blue zone so we can be buying back in very cheap, right? Let's wait for that. I like that. Very cheap. Doge is still a top 10 coin, but down massively. It will be passed by a lot of coins next cycle. Well, you, Greg, good luck with that. Me, I want to make another $1 million on Dogecoin because I so enjoyed making my last $1 million in Dogecoin. I would like to do it again. And if you don't want to be part of that, that's okay. You just go do your thing. So yeah, you, Greg, what are you going to be buying instead of Doge? What are you buying? Let us know. Let us know in the chat. What are you buying? Because I'll bet my Dogecoin will outperform whatever the hell it is you're going to buy. I'm guessing. Because we've seen it before. Very cheap. I'm buying very cheap. Now, I do have a diversified portfolio. I do hold Bitcoin. I do hold ETH, and I hold Dogecoin. So, you, Greg, I made $1 million in Dogecoin. Yes, I sold 2.5 million Dogecoin, and I profited $1 million. Now, if you don't believe me, fine. You go do your thing, go on your way, be happy doing whatever you want. Well, you can believe me or not, and I'm not going to argue with you because I know what I did. So there. Anyway, it's a difference of opinion, Charlie. So you're not going to get it. You, Greg, you're not going to get it. You do know I started buying Doge at 2 cents, right? You do know that, right? 2 cents. So I'm just saying. But these guys know because they were here. Some of them were here. Yeah, I'd rather argue with Anthony. I agree. So Bitcoin. So now that we have a green day and the bulls come back out and say, well, Bitcoin to $1 million, sure. 19K, 69K, why not $1 million? So I don't need to prove anything to you, Greg. Yeah, I don't need to. You can come along for the ride or not. So, yeah. How about $1 million for Bitcoin? And now you're being an asshole, Greg. And so the mods are just going to have to boot you because you're just being a jerk. But hey, you do you. You do you. Good luck with that. So what do we think? Do we think Bitcoin's going to $1 million? I don't think so anytime soon. Not in 2027. So sometimes these people just get a little bit out of hand. Yes, Charlotte. Because I don't got time for this. I don't got time for this. Thank you. Yeah, I know, Matt, right? Well, who the hell was that? Comes here onto my stream and anyway, that's done. We move on. Reminder that the majority of times people call for the next great stock market crash because the market was too hot. It continues to just print up and to the right. So this is what's happening in the stock market. The stock market is still going up. It's not having a major crash. And it was just like, wait, does Coinbase issue Doge-backed loans? Not exactly. You're basically swapping your Doge for a wrapped Doge is what you're doing. It's not like, it's not real Dogecoin. You're basically giving up your Doge for a wrapped Doge. It's a taxable event. And then you can borrow against it with some third-party company that Coinbase has partnered with. I covered this a week or two ago. So the headline sounds good, but the details, yeah, not so good. Not so good. Because it is a taxable event because you're basically swapping your Doge for a wrapped Doge. So we can go to that third-party company and you can borrow against it. Did you sell the Doge? Not exactly, but you did swap it for something else. So I'm shorting XRP. You have no idea. You have no idea. So when you buy Dogecoin at 2 cents and you sell it for 42 cents, do you know how much X profit that is? Do you know? I'm just saying. Do the math. Do the math. So what's happening with the stock market is the money printer is still going in the United States. The money printer is still going. The math isn't adding up. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. You go ahead and you short your XRP and you have fun with it. Thank you, Charlie. Oh my God. Our friend Big Blue Nation continues to post his charts on Dogecoin, and he's making these charts over and over and over again. And I applaud the guy for his tenacity of continuing to make chart after chart after chart. But at the same time, they don't really tell much, because you end up with these triangles and sometimes it goes up and sometimes it goes down. But that's technical analysis. And like I said, technical analysis is going to get creamed by the actual news when the news comes out. And no TA is going to tell you what the price is going to do next. But Big Blue keeps making his charts. So keeps making his charts. And I applaud him for that. Meanwhile, William Shatner, otherwise known as Captain Kirk, says that on X money, because he was invited by Elon in order to check out X money, he can get 6%. 6%. 6%. I want to do that. I want to do that. 6%. It's like, where's X money now? I want that X money. I want that X money. So we wait. So we wait a little bit longer for X money. Because Captain Kirk has access. 6%. Like, let's do this. Let's do this. Meanwhile, we're still watching what's happening in the markets. We are now after 4 o'clock. Markets have closed. Let's see what the final tally was. The Dow ended up a little bit down. I guess there was a little sell-off at the end of the day because it was in green most of the day. S&P 500, NASDAQ. Russell ended up still in the green. But the VIX ended up, which is bad. That's the volatility index. Gold up. But Bitcoin was up, and oil, of course, was way up. So it's kind of a strange day. Kind of a strange day overall. But we're having a little sell-off here on Monday afternoon. X money's turning into the new GTA 6. I know, right? God, how long is it going to be? How long is it going to take? You just did your taxes, even with no tax on overtime. Had to pay some capital gains. Yep. Come on, Doge, do something. Yeah, my taxes are done and I have pay a lot still. I did not take out enough on my quarterly pre-tax. So yes, I have to pay. I've never done financial arbitrage. No. Once you do all the fees and all the other stuff on it, you might get a little back, but I've never done that, Matt. You always have to watch the fees. The banks love their fees. They love their fees. And I don't like to I don't like to give the banks any fees. But that's just me. I don't like the fees. So, yeah. Not yet, crypto dogs. We had a nice run this morning. There was a nice run. Bitcoin up. Bitcoin did hit 70K here for just a minute. It hit 70K. Now back in the 69s. XRP was over $1.40, but now it's starting to fall back. So, yep. That's kind of what we're looking at right now. Hey, Chuck, welcome. Yeah, he's not going to make it. Not going to make it. But hey, you do what you do, right? Technically, I may not have profited $1 million exactly on Dogecoin alone. So you might have been a little bit right there. He might have been a little right there. Because that was probably my gross. And I'd have to subtract out because I had $1 million worth of Doge. Technicalities. Little technicalities there. Ugh. But anyway, I mean, you look at X now and you look at the homepage on X, got a little bit of Bitcoin stuff, but then the rest of it is all about war. And it's like, you know, do we really want to cover that? Did we really want to talk about the Strait of Hormuz and how oil prices are going to be going up and it's going to cause a recession and like all of that stuff? That's what's out there. That's why I'm still sitting in the sidelines. I did not buy on the dip. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to see how this whole thing plays out. I still think there could be a stock market big pullback with crypto coming along with it. But hey, that's just me. I can be patient. And in many times, patience is what pays off. But we'll see how it goes. Why did Bonk and Pepe get crushed so bad? Yeah, the memes. I mean, Doge held up pretty well. So far in Q1 2026, Dogecoin is outperforming Bitcoin and ETH. But yeah, Pepe, Bonk, and especially Pepe, it just really got crushed. Agreed. There's just no support. There's no support right now for buying memes. It's just not there. What will that mean when we get back to a bull market? Do you buy Pepe and Bonk and Floki and all of those? Do you buy them at these super low prices? Or do you just stick with Doge, Bitcoin, ETH, maybe some Solana or XRP or something, and you don't dabble in the other memes, all those other tokens? I don't know. Just buy Doge, right? That's what I'm thinking. Just buy Doge. I'll probably get more Bitcoin too. And I'm still looking at Sweet. And that's about it. I am not going to have 25 different cryptos in my portfolio again. I'm not doing that. Not doing that. But I'm waiting. I'm waiting for probably the summer. Unless there's a huge, sharp pullback. I may buy on that kind of dip. Like if we've got a big stock market crash, I'll be buying on that dip. So, Mamba, you've been accumulating coins? Awesome. Almost doubled your stash. I'm not buying the smelly one. Absolutely not. You talk about a crypto that's been crushed, right? Have you guys seen the Fartcoin chart? I mean, it's bad. So much promise, right? So much promise. But yet, it is at 16 cents now. It is lower now than it's been since November 2024. It's at a lower price now than 2024, before all of this. So anybody who bought Fartcoin in the last year and a half and all of this up and down, and you're still holding it, if I bought it today, I would have bought it at a lower price than you. That's how low this price is. 16-cent Fartcoin. And here we were, like, looking at support up at 95 and $1.20, and now it's 16 cents. Oh, yeah, Rob, exactly. I'm not buying this thing. No, thank you. Pengu, Crypto Dog says, sure. Very similar. Pengu has not hit our, well, I guess you can't really do that, right? That would be negative. Oh, that's right, because I was doing it on the logarithmic. Duh. Well, that was still a low price on the logarithmic to get all the way down. Whew. Yeah, that's bad. But yet we see at 007, still under a penny. And this is a price we haven't seen since April 2025, almost a year on Pengu. So they're cheap prices, but I still think they're going to be going lower. But that's just me. What will it take for Doge to detach itself from Bitcoin? Good question. A catalyst, a big catalyst, a big, huge catalyst that is just Dogecoin. Big Dogecoin news, Elon Musk related, would probably give it the biggest jolt. And Doge will take off and Bitcoin will be sitting there. Maybe we'll follow along a little bit, but that's about it. This bear market feels much different. We haven't had the big capitulation yet, Josh. We haven't had the big banks going under. We haven't had people losing a lot of money. I mean, right now, the only money that's really being lost is just the value of your portfolio. It's not the collapsing so-called banks where you end up with nothing. But that's still to come. There's still a possibility of all that crap. Arcade, how are you? Well, there'll be more dips. There'll be more dips. The hybrid guy, good evening. I still hold Crow. Again, the Crow I have was all made on crypto.com. I'm not buying any. But I accumulate some. I have it staked, and it continues just to give me more Crow. And I don't know if, I don't understand what the deal was between crypto.com and Trump. I still don't understand what that deal was. It gave Crow a nice pump when it happened last year. But since then, Crow hasn't done anything. And that was this pump back here. That was this. Last August, Crow pumped up to 38, almost 40 cents. And then it's just bled out below 8 cents now. That's not good. But I keep mine staked and I keep it. It's almost like free money, and I just accumulate it. When next time Crow goes crazy, maybe I'll sell some. Maybe I'll sell some. For now, patience, patiently waiting. Do we have a new daily chart down channel? Well, this one is from September, but not really a channel. I can take this line and I can move it. But yeah, it really only goes from September. But that's just such a steep line. I don't know if it's going to do much. It's just going to go out sideways. Let's come out sideways out of this. Hey, Goose, how are you? Well, you couldn't have caught one last week because I didn't live stream. It's been yeah, it's been a week. Good to be back. That's what you're waiting for. Doge needs to detach itself. And it will. Doge has a habit of doing that about once a year. It goes on a crazy run all by itself. And I am patiently waiting for that. Yeah, nice to see you, Goose. Anthony. Yeah, I was out for a week. I'm back. How you doing? What do you think about the market right now, Anthony? What are you doing? We're kind of trying to figure out what's going on with this Iran crisis, and are the markets going to tank, or is everybody just going to shrug their shoulders and say, war? What war? Let's buy crypto. And crypto goes up. I don't know. Bitcoin has a nice big green day today. A nice big green day. Maramello, how are you? Yeah, Sean? Waiting for sub 50K. Yeah, a lot of people looking for that next big pullback in Bitcoin. And I don't know, right now it's looking like this February 5th dip down here to 60K is the bottom so far. Well, I don't know. There have been some pretty bad ones, so I'm not on board with that yet. But he may have miscalculated on this thing. I'm sensing that the longer it takes for this war thing with Iran, the more likely the money printing is coming to fund all the military equipment and weapons being used. Yes, that is true. And then if he has to pay back like all that tariff stuff, there's more money printing, which means what? Inflation. Inflation goes up, which means the more inflation goes up, the more our crypto stack needs to go up just to keep pace with inflation. It's tough out there. It's tough out there. Doge is the way. Do only good every day. Love it. Love it. I told everybody I was going to be moving things around. I've moved around. I'll just leave it at that. I've moved around. I have a few Oscar Wilde Mont Blanc pens that are worth a good amount of money that I'm considering selling to purchase more Dogecoin. As long as you don't have an emotional attachment to those Mont Blanc pens, go for it. If it's purely just an investment to make money off of, go for it. Go for it. Yeah, well, Maramello, that's just not what's in my background for a little while. Looks like a hostage video background. It's got kind of a varying color on it. It's all right. He's being forced to stream. Oh, I've started loading up on HBAR. HBAR. HBAR is at a higher price than Doge now. It's 9.8, Doge is 9.4. You really want to buy HBAR at a higher price than Doge? I still have my stuff, guys. Got the magic 8 ball. Still got my Doge mug. It's like, guys, I told you guys I was gonna be moving around. Amy gave up. Yeah, Annie who? I'm like, no, Annie who? Who's that? That was a long time ago. Dogecoin kind of goes on its own runs, regardless of whether it's a bull market or a bear market. Just look at October 2022, deep in the depths of the bear market, and Doge doubles in price because Elon bought Twitter. So Doge can do stuff like that. Doesn't matter. I think we're getting programmed to believe Bitcoin bottom, but it's too early in the bear market. That's what I think. That's why I'm still waiting for the summer. Like I said, unless there's some big crash, and then I'll probably scoop some up on a big crash. But other than that, I am patiently waiting. Snoopy is not in this room. I don't know where Snoopy ended up right now. But thank you, Ron. Hey, Turbo, how are you? Can I look at heat maps? Sure, Melvin. Take a look at the heat maps. Last I saw, they were just taking out shorts. Let's go to the symbol. And let's look at the shorts. No, it should have been the 1 week, I think. Yeah. Come on. There we go. So we took out all those shorts all the way back since the 25th of February. So about 5 days worth. Hundreds of millions of dollars wiped out. There's still some big longs down here at like 62,300. $120 million just on that line alone. And more long leverage is being traded right now. So see what Doge looks like. Yeah, Doge doesn't quite have the same good trading as Bitcoin today. Bitcoin's doing better today. So, I mean, if Doge goes back down to 9 cents, it's going to take out $2, $4, $5 million. in leverage trades right there. Yeah. Ryan wants to buy a Monbach pen. Wear a red top if I'm a teacher. You guys. Everything's fine. Got kicked out of the office. Yeah. They're not my Pokemon cards. They're my son's, low roller. They're not mine. He was actually kind of mad that I was showing them on the stream. So he was a little mad at that. And I said, it was just good content on the stream that I had these cards. I kept telling people I had these cards, or they were my son's cards. And I found them, and so I had to show them. He was very proud of them. He has them all arranged and all of that in a certain way. And I'm just like, yeah, okay. The yellow bird is a talking bird who trades crypto big time. If he buys big, I follow the bird. Hey, whatever you do, right? Whatever you do. If it makes you money, right? Yeah, Michael Reeves is hilarious. I remember that fish episode. That was awesome. He actually got a meeting with that company. It was hilarious. Yep, 62K. Dr. Doge, I get it with Webull, and they can't you can't transfer off. So, but thank you for the generosity in thought, right, about the Dogecoin giveaway. Appreciate it. Five red months in a row. No, Dogecoin had 7 months in a row of red back in 2014. If you watched my video this morning, which actually was a good video, was my March price prediction. And I'm like, where's all the views? Nobody's watching my March price prediction video, of which I showed that exact thing, Mama. 7 red months in a row back in 2014. So, do we all agree the bull run is over? The bull run ended on October 10th. October 10th ended the bull run. We've been down since. Again, it took me a couple weeks to see how things settled before I called bear market, which I then did. And then people were upset at me about that. And I'm just like, hey, I'm just looking at what's going on. I didn't look at the cards. No, I didn't have time. I don't have time to. I mean, he's got that whole binder just filled with cards. How would I know which ones were possibly worth more than others? No way. But it was Pokemon Day, yes, and we were looking at them. The real bull start will start when X money will come. Yeah, and I showed that earlier. Showed that earlier right there. William Shatner, he's using X money. He's a beta tester for X money, and he says you can get 6% APY on your cash balance. 6%. How does Elon do that? Chris wants to know. Chris wants to know. H-Bar has been quite the achiever. Projects and milestones a day at a time. True sleeping giant. Whispered to by the yellow bird. Okay. Well, let's do a contest, Anthony. Dogecoin against H-Bar. And we'll see by the end of the year which price is higher. HBAR or Dogecoin. I'm not buying HBAR. I already bought a lot of HBAR. I made a lot of money on HBAR too. I sold it all. Big profit. 6% for the beta testers. Us, everybody else, we don't get. I made $60 this weekend by selling Pokemon cards. Tax-free. Awesome, low roller. Happy for your profit. How many green do we get from here? How many green? Well, right now, there's not a lot green going on. I know, October 10th. I've been mad at you since October 10th, blame Kriss. Yeah. It's all my fault. It's all Chris's fault. Oh. Yeah, where are the burgers? Oh. Mm-hmm. You watch eventually? Yeah. Well, it was my March price prediction video this morning. Those are usually my most watched videos. Not now. The sentiment is so bad in crypto right now. They don't even want to know what my price prediction is. So it's like, okay. Nothing on the house of Doge. Nothing on Doge 1. There's nothing going on. Nothing going on. I think House of Doge is still building out some kind of payment system. But so far, the only thing they're doing are doing these partnerships. And those partnerships are they're still all kind of B-level stuff. It's just not really great. We'll get 7%. Okay. Why would people want to use X money? Because we don't like the banks, Anthony. We don't like the banks. We've had this discussion before. I don't like the banks. We got a bet. All right, Anthony. HBAR versus Doge for end of the year. HBAR versus Doge, end of the year. Which will have a higher price at the end of 2026. Well, we'll see what everybody else thinks. Vote in the poll, my friends. Vote in the poll. We'll see what everybody else thinks. Vote in the poll. You guessed that war was coming. It felt like it, didn't it? It felt like things were building up. As soon as those big aircraft carriers started taking off toward the Middle East, I was like, oh yeah, this is serious. You don't like money either? Ain't got none of it. We don't like the banks and the complainers. Oh. X money couldn't even buy me a McDonald's hamburger. I just went to McDonald's and asked them if I can pay in Doge. That's not the same. There's no X money yet. You got to give X money a chance. It's still not out to the public yet. I always complain when I hear complainers. Oh no, turbo. 007. Still holding my breath. 777. You like those sevens, huh? You like the sevens. He attacked on the weekend to protect the Dow. That makes sense. But the one thing he couldn't count on was the impact it was going to have on oil prices, because he wants to keep oil prices down, and that is not happening. I think he miscalculated on that one. So right now it's 80% Doge, Anthony. 80% Doge. Doge will beat H-bar. We'll see what happens. I think the poll is 80-20. I think that's spot on. If we had a poly market on it, that's probably how it would go. Could have a KrissPax poly market. Nobody would want to put their Doge up, though. I know. Well, are there actually any H-bar channels? I don't think so. I don't think there's any H-bar channels out there. Nobody really cares about H-bar. But we'll be watching it. We will be watching it. I know. The whole crypto market is quieter. It's like, this is bear market stuff. It's just quiet. And I get it. I mean, I expected this. I called this last year because even you guys were asking me, hey, Kriss, are you still going to be live streaming during the bear market? And I said, yeah, but not every day. I'll cut back, but I'll still be live streaming. And here I am on a quiet Monday evening. We're hanging out. And it's quiet. You can feel it. You can feel it. H-bar isn't sexy. It's like, do they even have like an H-bar army or something? An H-bar army? H-bar doesn't even have any good sayings like do only good every day. What do you say with H-bar? H-B-A-R. You got to come up with an acronym for that. H-B-A-R. They don't even have anything like that. I remember they did sponsor. What was that? The crypto fighting thing last year? H-bar was a sponsor for that. I remember that because their logo was on the mat. That thing, Ben Armstrong participated, a bunch of other crypto people. I never got that. Like, what the hell was that? That was like amateur hour. Hey, got some good memes out of it, of Ben. Did get some good memes out of that. H-bar. Can't wait for the streams to be back every day. I can't either. I can't wait for that. It's right now, it's just like, God, everything's so slow. The H-bar me, H-bar me, H-bar. H-bar sounds like something you'll find at a gym. In the last 5 years, this is the most read months in a row. I believe that. I can guess that without even looking that up, knowing how Dogecoin trades. Yep. If October 10th happened in June, would that cause a diversion away? But it didn't. And it wouldn't happen in June because June's in the summertime. And there's not as much open interest. There's not as much leverage. There's not as much interest. Like, all of that is just not there. So it'd be impossible to have an October 10th in June the way it happened. Speaking of June, oops. What did I just say about June? Sorry, Charlotte. Did I actually say nothing good happens in June? Oops. Oh, well. Nobody cares about June. H bar, the protein bar workout. Someday we will get the most green bar months in a row. Yes, someday we will do that. And we were watching that last year, weren't we? Yeah, whatever. Accept. Yeah, so here's 2014 down at the bottom here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 red months in a row. The most we've had since then, 2022, we only had 3. 2019, we had 4. That's about it. So yeah, this is bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right now, March is actually green so far. We're in the green in March. Woo! Greens. 4 in 2021. And Dogecoin's usually pretty volatile. So we don't get that slow, steady. You get 3 and then it goes red. So yeah, 2021 was it, 4. That's the most. So yeah, we would have to get 4 green in a row in order to match 2021. But again, Dogecoin volatile. I mean, in 2025, we were green, 2 reds, 2 greens, a red, 3 greens, and then followed by now 5 reds. Oh, that's tough. When's your birthday? Or else. It's on the 2nd. I was going to say we could go back to Kriss's live streams last June because I remember we were wishing you a happy birthday. A 3-month swing trade. Yeah, how do you know when to begin it though? Oh, we're just having fun here, Charlie. It's Turbo. Hey, DB Cooper in the house. How you doing? That's exactly what you did. Yeah, right. Yep. I believe it. And Toss is in the house too. Howdy. No, we're just hanging out on a Monday. Doge isn't doing much. Being kind of quiet. Just kind of chopping around. Bitcoin up a little higher than Doge today. It had a nice run here right at 9 o'clock. 9:30, right when the stock market opened, Bitcoin just went. There was a bunch of buying of Bitcoin right at 9:30. Hit a like, grab a subscribe. I like that, Goose. Actually, despite the bear market, my sub count is kind of going up right now on my channel. My sub count. I'm just about to 21.5. I'm just about to 21.5 on my sub count. So if you guys haven't subscribed yet, you can say I was here before 21.5. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. We're going to ride this thing out. Not a lot of other streaming. Not a lot of other streaming. They've given up and they're waiting until the market goes green again, and then they'll come back, and everybody will be like, "Oh, where were you?" And they were like, "Yeah, I didn't have time for that." But I'm here. Coming to me for hope. Hopium is a tough thing, especially when I show a chart like this one and I say $1 million for Bitcoin. Are you cracked? Bitcoin's not going to be $1 million in 2027. Because I see this stuff and I just shake my head and I'm just like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. There's a saying, beware the Ides of March. Since I'm Mr. Opposite, I started buying again. H bar is among the top, whispered by the yellow bird. March. Well, March is mixed, right? We're looking at this, right? Red, green, red, green, green, red, green, red, green, red. So half the time, Dogecoin is green, and half the time, Dogecoin is red. There's no consistent pattern for the month of March for the trading of Dogecoin. Halvesies. It's halvesies. So yeah, no consistency. %5 price swings, lower lows. Once we get past this 4-week war, it's time for the markets to bounce back. Maybe for a little bit. Like, I still think there'll be a relief rally, like I was saying in the video this morning. Not March, probably April. Get a little relief rally, but then we're going to be looking at the summer again. I mean, look at June. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last 9 years in a row, Dogecoin was red in the month of June. See, Charlotte, I mean, that's what I mean. I mean, look at this. Even last year, we were celebrating your birthday and Doge was in the red. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 years in a row. Dogecoin has had a red June. That's the month of June. I don't know what to say. The data doesn't lie. No, the House of Doge isn't. They're trying to make all these partnerships and stuff, and it's just like B-level stuff. B-level. It's funny, I've got busy with the job and thinking they probably think I'm a bull market watcher only. Oh, there will be a bunch that come back once it's bull market again. There will be those. Yep. Bitcoin be $1 million. Are you crack? Yeah, I know. I mean, that's what he says. I'm just like, how can you seriously put this on a chart? Bitcoin is following the exact path to $1 million. I mean, how can you seriously put this on a chart? That's why these guys on crypto Twitter, they just put this stuff up there to get clicks and views. It's dumb. Dumb. DGOF. We can hope for a pump for Doge, sure. Just waiting for the big catalyst to happen. 9 years of misery. Let's change that. Hey, I can only show what the data says, and it is what it is. Ryan is a smart man. Just buy Doge. This could be the exception this June. This year. Yep. We'll be celebrating the red month of June, Charlotte's birthday. You're getting older and your portfolio is bleeding. Oh, it'll turn back around, Charlotte. It'll turn back around. Right now, Kriss is just waiting for the months to accumulate Doge. And so we wait. Has the bull run popped in? Haven't seen him lately. MIA. The bull run is MIA. Can we look at CASPA? Sure. We can look at CASPA. CASPA. CASPA's at 3 cents. On February 5th, it dropped down to 2.5. That was the bottom. It hasn't gone lower. I mean, if you look at CASPA and you compare it to Pepe, Pepe dropped, well, even with February 5th. Pepe dropped. CASPA's been holding up since the big dip. I think most of the miners of CASPA turned their machines off because they're not making money mining. It'd be cheaper for them to just buy CASPA than to mine it. So CASPA suffered from that, and that's why it just kept falling off. And now it's just going sideways. Since the end of June, it's just been sideways completely. Waiting, just waiting. Ask the 8 ball. Sure. Magic 8 ball, we have a question for you. For Dogecoin, let's for Dogecoin now. For Dogecoin, will the month of June 2026 be a red month? What is the Magic 8 ball going to say? And the Magic 8 ball says, most likely. It says most likely. Most likely. And that's probably a pretty safe bet. Most likely. The Magic 8 ball. Accumulation. Hey, Jam, how are you? Chris said I'm smart. Smart man, Ron. Smart man. You Gemini? I don't know my zodiacs. I know I'm a Pisces. That's all I know. My birthday just passed very quietly. My Twitter feed isn't working. Elon hates me. It's all right. The Twitter feed is all Iran stuff now. You don't want to read it. It's Iran, Bitcoin, Iran, Epstein, Iran. Yeah, that whole Epstein thing got pretty quiet, didn't it, all of a sudden? I think that was part of the plan too. Let's divert all the attention away from Epstein. Let's go bomb Iran. Elon won't talk to me, I'm afraid. Refuse to take one for the team. When people say long-term or be patient, that means stuck. Yes, stuck. But this time you're stuck in a bear market. So it's like we're all in the same boat. this time. The 8 ball's rigged. Yeah. The 8 ball never lies. What if the magic 8 ball said June is too far away to give back? Sometimes the 8 ball says, ask me again later. You'll be in the south of France in June. I hear it's very nice there. Hey, F1, how are you? Doge and XRP? You're still a believer. I still have my few XRP still up because I bought them at 58 cents. So eventually I'll sell them. Not buying anymore. An audit is required. How do you audit that? Trapped in the simulation. What are we talking about in this bear market? Yeah. Entry points. When is the bottom? Our friend Prince William and I share in like beginning of August, beginning of September. Those are going to be 2 good times to buy Dogecoin. It's like every year. Beginning for like first week of August and first week of September every year are ideal times to scoop up cheap Doge. And you can bring your average down. Of course, none of that is financial advice. What happens in the past doesn't mean it will happen again, but sometimes it works. Will it be a black bear market? Not too vicious. Not vicious. I don't think this bear market's going to be vicious. It's going to be just like a quiet, slow, painful slog. How much time before there's an AI version, the answers aren't just randomly selected? Interesting. I'm sure somebody's going to make that. Somebody's going to make that. The summer of chop. Yeah, except the summer of chop this summer is going to be at a lower price than last summer's summer of chop. Vicious, isn't it? It just plays with you. It toys with you. Jasmine's back down in the red even. Yeah, Bitcoin had this nice little green candle here. Dogecoin's relatively not. The Yogi Bear market, you guys. Summer of chopped liver. You know, if this was an H-bar channel, you guys wouldn't be having as much fun. But it's a Dogecoin channel, right? It's a Dogecoin channel. So that's what we do. People ask me, like, why do you keep talking about Dogecoin all the time? It's like, because we can have a little fun. I know your portfolio's down. I get it. But you got to live, right? You got to live some. So why not? Yes, you've also seen the Bitcoin to a million graph. Extreme bullish max scenario. I know. And I'm just like, no. You can already see the curve here. There's no straight line up. It's a curve. And I've been showing the curve for 5 years on my charts, that with the higher market cap, it curves off. It doesn't go up in a straight line. It's not going there. It's not going there. But hey, people have hopium. They want their hopium. When Doge gives you lemons, throw them at the live stream. I better duck. Ah! Oh, man. 67 current viewers, Charlotte. 67. 67 current viewers. Can't make it up. Cannot make it up. It just is what it is. Oh. Make it 69. We need 2 random people from the street to come in. We need 2 random people. Oh. And it goes to 66. All right, we're cooked. We're cooked, guys. Well, that's what we got for today. I will be back on Wednesday. I'll be back on Wednesday for our next live stream. Come join in the fun. Back to making videos as well. What's this war going to do? It's going to drag on. I don't think it's going to give us a big relief rally yet. So, hey, Davin, how are you? Welcome. No, I'm hanging in there. I'm patiently waiting. I'm still paying my taxes from last year and patiently waiting. And I think I'm going to be scooping up some lower prices maybe in the summer. But in the meantime, we got to get through all this. So good to catch up with you guys too. Have a good afternoon, evening, night, morning, wherever you are. I appreciate everyone being here. We'll see you next time.
Dogecoin, which started as a complete joke, has like skyrocketed to not a joke anymore. It hit an all-time high of almost 10 cents yesterday, but it was so minuscule you wouldn't have understood why you have millions of shares.
Didn't Elon tweet that too?
And arguably, the most entertaining outcome and the most ironic outcome would be that Dogecoin becomes the currency of Earth in the future.